there was all over the house. I mean, on the walls, on the floors. 40-year-old Brenda Groney was a divorced mother of 5 children. Her 2 oldest children, 18-year-old Jesse and 20-year-old Vance, lived with their father, Steve Groney, while her 3 youngest, Slade, Dylan, and Shasta, lived with her and her boyfriend in a house called Wolf Lodge. Brenda felt secure there, and she and the kids loved their neighbors. Neighbors like Bob Hollingsworth. 13-year-old Slade was close enough with Bob to call him one afternoon. It was the afternoon of May 15th, 2005, and to ask Bob if he could borrow a little spending money. Bob had a better idea. Slade could come over and mow his grass and earn a little bit of spending money. How about $10? Bob asked. And this sounded good to the teenager, and he mowed the strip of grass near his driveway, and Bob was pretty satisfied with the job. But when he went to his wallet, he discovered he had only large bills. So he promised Slade that he would drop by the house tomorrow and pay him then. So Slade Groney was cool with this, and he returned to his house, and then the following evening, Bob Hollingsworth pulled into the Groney driveway and waited for someone to come outside. This was a neighborhood with a lot of acreage between the houses. So normally someone from the Groney household would pop outside if they saw headlights in their driveway. But on this night, it was different. The house was dark, there were no lights on inside, and it was eerily quiet, save for the sound of their barking dog. Brenda and Mark's cars, though, were parked in their usual places, but with the car doors wide open. Bob turned his car off and walked up to the Groney's porch and noticed the door ajar with only a pool of blackness visible through the crack.
Uh-oh.
And as he began to walk up the porch steps, Bob stopped when he noticed stains on the steps and in the doorway of the house. There was a lot of blood. He called out for Brenda and Mark, but the only reply he got was from the dog inside, which just continued to bark. He raced back to his car, drove home, and dialed 911. A short time later, a team of deputies arrived at the Groney house and knocked on the front door, but no one responded. They walked around the perimeter of the house and looked through the windows, but it was dark and they couldn't see anything. Because of the circumstances and the amount of blood they had observed near the porch door, they decided to enter the house, and they found an unlocked door on the property's east side, and once they entered and turned on the light, they immediately saw that the blood wasn't just up front. There was blood all over the house. I mean, on the walls, on the floors, in abundance. Like something really, really violent had taken place in this home, and it was noticeable off the bat.